What's good? It's your boy Don from Domi Now Coaching and Entertainment for coaching. Links down below. All my links down below. Let's get into the video. So, with that being said, this video is about expanding your emotional bandwidth and increasing your love capacity in order to attract anything that you want. You know what I'm saying? Now, understand that on a we're gonna get into this as the video goes on, but I just want to say on a base, right? Understand that a lot of things that you want are just for like the feeling that you get of having that thing. So if you expand your emotional bandwidth, right, to already experience these things internally, to experience these emotions internally, you're going to be able to get the external stuff also. And it might look better than what you think that you want. You may think you want this one thing, right? But then you actually embody what that thing would make you feel, and then you get something even greater than that one thing. So with that being said, inside the video, we're going to talk about what is your emotional bandwidth? Why should you increase it? We're going to talk about understanding your love capacity. We're going to talk about how to increase your love capacity and expand your emotional bandwidth. And that's pretty much it. But there's some facts inside this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, what is your emotional bandwidth? Your emotional bandwidth is the range of emotions you're able to experience. Now, I'm not gonna lie, as humans, we actually have like a natural high emotional bandwidth, right? We could feel many emotions, right? But people individually tend to like shorten their emotional bandwidth. They can't feel all the emotions that a human's actually capable of feeling. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be because they may just be scared of certain feelings, they may not understand how to properly acquire certain feelings. There's reasons why, you know what I'm saying, why one may not have a expanded emotional bandwidth. It's gonna just mainly be due to the fact that they don't like feeling certain shit for a certain reason. Like if it's love, they may not like love for some reason, or if it's like anger, they don't like anger for, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, but here's why you should increase your emotional bandwidth, right? The more emotions you could feel, the more realities you can experience. For an example, if you can't feel love, it's going to be hard to be in a relationship. If you can't feel bravery, it's going to be hard to fight. You know what I'm saying? So, without being able to feel certain emotions, you can't experience certain realities. Yeah, you may fight, or, I mean, shit, yeah, you may fight or something like that, right? But you're not that brave, so you fight kind of like a D-head and you get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So you could experience the fighting, but you don't experience the reality when you win. You know what I'm saying? Same with the love shit. How the fuck can you have a relationship if you don't understand how to properly love somebody and love yourself? You need to you need the emotions first, buddy. You don't just get the thing to get the emotions. No, that's not how this shit works. Expand your emotional bandwidth, bro. So that's why you should increase it. And we're gonna talk about a little bit later how to increase it, right? But what's your love capacity? Your love capacity is how much love you're able to feel at once. Now, a lot of people aren't able to feel a lot of love at once. Why is this? Because sometimes love could feel weird or uncomfortable to them. They also may not be used to feeling a lot of love. So when they do feel love, they just can't take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Also, they may just be super fucking dark. You know what I'm saying? So it could either be weird to them, like, ew, love, this is weird. This is, you know what I'm saying? It could be also shit like, I never felt this before. Holy fuck, like, I'm not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be, oh my god, nigga, love, I'm a dark nigga. I don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? So you need to expand your love capacity. And is there anything else you want to say about that shit, about not feeling love shit? Maybe later. I do want to say this, yeah, because so people, no, I think I'm talking about that shit later. Yeah, you need to expand your love capacity in order to get the reality you want. For the higher realities that you exist in contain copious amounts of love, peace, and joy. So if you can't hold a lot of love and expand your emotional bandwidth, you won't be able to sustain higher realities, because even if you step aside of it a little bit, you won't be able to actually stay. Now, what am I saying with this, right? For example, with love, right? If you can't hold a lot of love, you can't experience the, reality where you have a whole bunch of love at. You know what I'm saying? And if you even step aside of it a little bit, maybe like, holy shit, I'm not used to fucking feeling this, and you just ruin it for yourself. It's called the upper limit problem. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call that shit. You pretty much, it's when you hit a certain height, you know what I'm saying, that you're not used to, and you're like, holy shit, I'm not used to this shit. You bring yourself right the fuck back down. You have this upper limit problem. You get to this up part, you're like, holy shit, I'm not used to it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Yeah, bro. If you can't experience hella love and peace and joy and shit, right? Then when you have a reality that actually is giving that to you, you won't be able to handle that shit. You may fuck it up for yourself. For example, the whole peaceful shit, right? You swear you want to be peaceful. Now, if you haven't achieved peace inside of yourself, right, and you have a peaceful ass reality, right, you may be like, damn, nigga, I'm bored. So you may have peace all around you, but you say, damn, nigga, I'm bored, and now you do some fucking reckless shit, and now you're just all fucked up because you did all this reckless shit. Now you may want to fuck with some girls, and you got a fucking baby mom. You may want to fucking do some dickhead shit, now you in jail. Who the fuck knows? You may want to do some fucking drugs and get your fucking brain fucked up. Who the fuck knows? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you could have that peaceful shit, that peaceful reality, and be like, damn, nigga, I feel bored because you haven't acquired peace inside yourself yet. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get the peace inside of yourself, what's funny is that you may actually have a reality that has a lot of hectic shit going on, but you just always feel peace. You feel at peace, and but you're still able to just do all these other things at the same time. You don't know how the fuck it's gonna always look. You know what I'm saying? You think, oh, I gotta get rid of this, this, and this, then I'll be at peace. You do all that shit, nigga. You're just bored as hell now. You know what I'm saying? You could have just still did all this shit, found peace inside yourself, and then had a whole new life that still may have had certain shit inside of it. You know what I'm saying? So get the emotions first. You must increase your love capacity and emotional bandwidth. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, right, you may not realize it when you're operating from the ego and personality, right? However, you duly, what the fuck are you talking about? But you truly do crave love, peace, joy, clarity, etc. All of these higher emotions are your natural state as the soul. If you never experienced these emotions before, then you may not even be aware of the high-end level of life you can experience. Therefore, you won't even be operating in a way that allows you to acquire these higher realities due to the fact that you don't even know that they exist. This is why you must increase your love capacity and expand your emotional bandwidth. Now, what do I mean by that? If you don't actually understand how peace feels, you won't know how the peaceful reality actually is. You may not even be fully aware of all the high realities because you literally haven't even felt the feelings that these realities exist inside of. So it's like I said, your whole peace reality, right? You think that if you get rid of all this, you'll be at peace, right? But you're thinking from your ego personality, you know what I'm saying? If you just acquire peace inside of yourself first, then you will start seeing the reality that actually really is peaceful, which actually may include you having shit like I said before, you know what I'm saying? Or when it comes to joy and shit, you may think that being with X, Y, and Z gives you fucking joy. You get with that shit and it don't fucking work out. Instead, if you just felt joy inside of yourself, you would have that high reality now that, you know, you just joyful for no reason type shit, you know what I'm saying? And it could look fucking great. You just acting out of joy and making everybody happy and whatever the fuck happens, you know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, right? If you haven't experienced certain emotions, you're not going to understand that certain realities for you really do exist. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not used to the emotions that the realities actually contain. That's why you got to expand your emotional bandwidth and increase your love capacity, literally. You know what I'm saying? If you start feeling shit now, you can start peeping, oh, I can have this high-ass reality that you never even thought about before because you think it from your ego personality, lower emotional state. You know what I'm saying? So, how do you increase your love capacity and expand your emotional bandwidth? Yoga of devotion, right? Genuinely caring about connecting with and experiencing these higher realities, which is not for ego shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you practice devotion, right? And let's say you want to devote yourself to source, right? It's like, you're like, bro, I crave source so much because this is actually me. This is what the fuck I need. And I love source. I want to have this shit genuinely. It's not because you're like, oh, nigga, I'm source. I'm God. Fuck you. I'm better than you, bitch. You don't even know that you're source, but I do. Haha, I'm better than you. I know all this shit. You don't know shit about yourself. Haha, like, no, you're a fucking dickhead. Niggas be saying, oh, I'm source, and don't experience that shit ever. So what the fuck is you talking about? The fuck is you talking about, nigga? You know all this shit, but you still feel broken inside. What the fuck? Sweetheart or nigga heart? You know what I'm saying? Girl or guy? Nigga, y'all be cocky as shit, so y'all know some shit, but y'all can't feel shit. That's that ego shit. But with that yoga of devotion, we're like, oh my God, I just want to be source and truly feel it so I can just better myself and better everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You can actually devote yourself to source. Watch my video I made up, bro. The power of devotion. Just watch the fucking video. I teach you about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, bro, you got yoga of devotion helps you expand your love mainly. You could feel a whole bunch of love. You know what I'm saying? Which will allow you to attract hella high realities. You know. So yeah, yoga of devotion, devoting yourself to really anything and having that emotional connection will help you connect to higher realities and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know I do this shit a lot because it's kind of cool. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna draw it out too, like a motherfucker. Nigga, yes. So with that being, so with that being said, right? There's yoga devotion, right? There's also motion exercises, right? So here's the first one, right? You think about the reality that you want and how it would actually feel, right? Start to envision it. Oh, you want a mansion with a pool? Be inside your head with the mansion in the pool, right? And see how the fucking like how would it feel being inside there? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you feel wealthy, you feel valuable, you feel happy, you feel all this shit, right? Okay, now that you feel those emotions, right? Keep on feeling them. Now, starting off, you may need the image of the mansion and this other shit, you know what I'm saying? But eventually, right, you just go beyond the image and just feel the feeling. So it's like you don't have to, you no longer have to see the mansion to feel rich. You know what I'm saying? Before you saw the mansion and felt rich in your head, you don't gotta see that shit no more. You just still feel rich though. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said down here, envision the higher reality, right? What emotions do you want? What emotions would you feel inside that reality? Constantly constantly feel those on a daily basis. Like at first, use the image of the life that you want, and eventually you go beyond the image and just use the feelings. You know what I'm saying? This practice is used to create the higher reality that you know that you want. But peep game on this shit too, though. You may see this reality of you having the mansion and all this other shit, right? And now you start feeling rich as fuck, right? I tell you to go beyond the image because the image is not truly the source of your emotion. You just think that it is. If you could feel this without the image, right, you're just going to act from that feeling. And then create a rich life for yourself that may not even have the mansion. I mean, it might because you're trying to match the feeling of what you would feel inside the mansion reality. With you're trying to match that feeling. You know what I'm saying, of the mansion shit. You know what I'm saying. So it's like if you have those exact feelings that you feel in that moment, then I mean, shit, you probably will manifest that shit. You know what I'm saying. But the point is to get you to feel what you truly want to feel. And then you're gonna create a life around that shit. So you want to be rich and shit like that. Okay, see your rich shit, and then start actually feeling rich without having to see shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you start acting like a rich person. And then you start actually having physical richness and wealth inside your actual life. You know what I'm saying? So here's the reverse exercise, right? This practice is used simply if you want to feel emotions. You don't need to know how you want your life to look at all. You could just be like, I just want to feel love. Like one nigga, right? So the first exercise is for like, okay, I want a fucking girlfriend and da da da. You imagine your girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? You kissing on her and shit like that. You giving her that good. Y'all watching TV and shit, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then you start feeling how that shit would feel. You know what I'm saying? You feel all the love and shit like that, right? Eventually you go beyond that shit. Boom. You just feel love without having to actually see the image of your girlfriend and da da da. You know what I'm saying? This one is just for like, oh, I want to feel love. Fuck I don't really want a girlfriend or boy. I just want to feel the love. You know what I'm saying? This is when you just, okay, simply bam. Know what emotion you want to feel, right? Love, peace, joy. You know what I'm saying? Bravery. That we're gonna get into that when that's important. That's a very important. I want to tap on this shit for sure, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause this ain't just about fucking lovey-dovey shit. No, we're gonna become fucking strong in this bitch too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Know what emotion you want to feel, right? Then think of a memory, place, thing, or person that makes you feel that way. So if you want to feel love, right? Did you love your parents? Think about your parents. Did you love this one experience? Think about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's, for this one, do becoming like brave and fearless, right? When do you have to think about when you felt fearless, right? Okay, when the fuck did you feel fearless, right? When I did this shit, when I did that shit, right? And then practice feeling fearless eventually, right? Without the image. So like I said, think about a memory, place, thing, or person that makes you feel the way that you want to actually feel, right? Allow whatever you bring up to make you feel the emotion. So bring up the memory of you fucking chilling with your family. You feel the love and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Bring up the joint you jumping out of an airplane for the bravery and shit. You know what I'm saying? Bring up these memories that you actually really had before. You know what I'm saying? Bring up real places or people. You know what I'm saying? So bam. Of course, like I said in the beginning, right? at first, you could always use the memory, person, place, or whatever the fuck to bring up that emotion. But eventually, like in the first one, go beyond the image and just feel the emotion. You know what I'm saying? Now, understand this too, right? You want to become fearless, right? Let's say you're like scared of demons and shit like that, right? Watch a scary movie. I don't want to have nightmares. You want to feel fearless, right? Putting yourself in a situation that will cause fear will help you become fearless. Because being brave, what's that? Being brave is when you kind of feel fear or you kind of feel the anxiety, but you still just do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So how would you feel brave? How do you feel scared but just still do it anyway? Well, shit, you're scared of scary movies? Okay, feel the fear and then still do it anyway. Watch that shit. And you'll notice that you're becoming more brave and fearless. You know what I'm saying? So I want to actually mention that one too. This goes with anything, right? If it comes with being strong and shit like that also, right? Practice asserting yourself. First imagine it, you assert yourself, you know what I'm saying? Then feel how it feels to be assertive, you know what I'm saying? And then as you start feeling more assertive and stuff like that, you're going to naturally become more assertive, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to like really boost it, right? Of course, just act assertive inside your real life. Assert yourself way more, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you could just imagine yourself being assertive and then feel how that feels, you're going to naturally feel like an assertive person. So when it's time to assert yourself, you're going to do it, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And the thing is, some realities, right, you have to be assertive inside of. So yeah, there's all that love, peace, and joy shit, but sometimes you have to assert yourself to actually acquire that shit. So it's like, it's not just about all these high-ass love, peace, joy. It's about fucking shit like asserting yourself too and being brave and strong and confident. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel confident? Nigga, post a picture of yourself on Instagram and not give a fuck about it. If you feel like you're not typically, you know, or just simply like, think about a moment, think about a place, think about a time when you've been confident before, you know what I'm saying? How did that shit feel? Now, always think about that one moment, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually go beyond the image, just feel confidence no matter what. Y'all get the point at this point, right? It's not too hard. You just try to be like, damn, what the fuck do I want to feel? Okay, shit. I want to feel this shit. What the fuck helps me feel that shit? Or you're just simply like, damn, I want to manifest this reality. You know what I'm saying? If I want that reality, how does that shit actually feel inside myself? It feels like this. Let me feel that shit first. Then you create the reality that you want for yourself. So it's like, yeah, expand. Right. Expand your emotional bandwidth and increase your love capacity. And then you will attract anything that you want. Even if you don't get the fucking image of the reality that you thought you wanted and shit like that, if you have the emotions, that's what you actually really want. Like I said in the beginning of the video, and I said at some point inside here later on in the video too. All you want is the emotions of these certain realities. You want a relationship because you want to feel love. Once you feel love, you will have that relationship. And the thing is, right, when you don't feel love, you might pick all the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? When you finally feel love, that's when you get the right person type shit. Don't we already all know this shit, bro? So it's like, yeah, y'all seen the video. It's all facts. It's your boy Doc from Diamond Out Coaching and Entertainment. My coach is down below. Discord down below. Everything down below. I'll catch y'all in the next video.